and we want to welcome you to our PACA product webinar presentation. And we have our featured presenter here, Medify Air, who's going to talk about their products and the listings that they have on our bid. And the purpose of all of this is to make a connection between not only just us and the vendors, but you as PACA partners and the vendors, because we want you guys to have a very productive, strong relationship. And we know that Medify Air has good products that will and great customer service that will be able to help you save money as you guys try to achieve your objectives. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Triboulet, and we're going to go ahead and get started because I know time is of the essence. So Gary, take it away.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Dr. Matthews, and Regina and Wanda. Thank you for this opportunity. We're very excited. We've already been doing some initial reach out to the schools, and what was that? I thought that was mine. Sorry. And you know, we're starting to get some traction, but we thought this would be a great opportunity to let you hear from our CEO and the success we've had across the country with putting our units in school classrooms and businesses and government facilities. We have a similar thing like this in the state of New Mexico. We want a statewide pricing agreement contract, and we're in about 90% of the schools. We're in every single U.S. district court in New Mexico, including the Supreme Court. We have units all throughout Alabama in the dental facilities inside your prisons. It's ironic that last year when this pandemic began, the first people to figure it out were the dentists, because they need to clear the pathogens in the air, and they put them in their operatories and their waiting rooms, and we had a big wave there. But it's been schools and government facilities that are putting our units in there. So anyways, and I also want to introduce my co-partner, Kelly Waterman. She's also on here. She has the unit on the lower end cost, and I'm handling the unit kind of in the middle, but we can both help you on either one. So with that, the person we have here with us is our CEO, J. Henry Scott, and he's done a tremendous expansion of this company in a short amount of time. I mean, we're now into Europe and Canada, going into Mexico, and just all over. So thought I'd let him present and kind of show you the magic behind the products that are really going to help your environment. So with that, Jay.
Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it, and thank you, Doctor, and thank you, everybody, for taking the time to be with us today. As Gary said, Medify has just blown up into we're the second largest selling air purifier on Amazon. Just this past Prime Day, we were actually the #1 brand and selling unit on Amazon. We're now the #2 selling unit in all of the US. We'll sell well over 1 million air purifiers this year. We sell a lot to schools, school districts, government buildings, offices, as Gary said. And these 2 units you're looking at today are a huge reason why. Our MA112 is our top of the line unit that covers the largest square footage really of any portable air purifier in the market today. It has a clean air delivery rate of 950 cubic meters an hour, which will allow you to clean. It's very important everybody knows about air exchanges. So you really, ideally, the CDC, the World Health Organization, recommend 4 air exchanges per hour. You can get down to 2 air exchanges per hour once the rooms are clean. Remember, once these are in your, even running for just hours, let alone a full day, they're going to clear the air out in those rooms and have very clean air. So as it goes on, as there are a lot of people in the room, pathogens and airborne particles are flying around, but the units will clean them out very quickly. And what really differentiated Medify from the competition was our H13 air filters. So Hepa, I'll just give you at a very high simplistic level, HEPA has been the standard filtration standard for 50 plus years in the US and all over the world. There are different grades of HEPA. Many times you'll see something that says HEPA type, which is not HEPA. It's actually, I don't even know how the the FTC or the people allow that to be marketed. But HEPA goes from true HEPA starts at H11, it goes H13, 14, 15, and 17. 17 would be something that you might have in an operating room where there'd be negative pressure and there can be, it's a very dense filter. The air moves very slow through it, but not something that you would need. The World Health Organization did actually specify that in order to have an effect on airborne virus transmission, you need H13, a minimum of an H13 HEPA filter. And that's really what separated us from the rest of the industry. We were the first company that came out, from day one, our entire line was H13 filters. Both of the units you're looking at today are H13 filters. If you go to slide 4, you can see the 2 units. The MA112 is our largest unit. The MA50.
Hey, Jay, I apologize. This is Gary. It's not sharing on my end. Is it sharing on anyone else's end?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you want to put it up?
Can I do that? Dr. Matthews, how would I share it? Or
Okay, look at your commands. It's either going to be at the top. There's a little box with an up arrow.
okay, box with
At the
an
top.
show device settings, show meeting details, enter full screen, together mode key. Is it something? Yeah, on the top.
There's a little box with an up arrow.
Yeah, mine doesn't have the up arrow for some reason. I mean, I have the presentation. I could email it to you. If I emailed it to you, Dr. Matthews, would that work?
Oh, here's an up arrow. Open share tray. So, hold on. Desktop window.
A little bit.
I see you decided to go with the bigger box.
Yeah.
Gives you a little more knee room.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm fine. You're a tall fella, so I kind of figured that wouldn't be too much.
Yeah. I just, yeah. It was fun to get to do that. I got my son over here to lift it up and slid it under and then had to do it again.
Well, it doesn't look bad. I mean, with that one on these things, so. Do you have any garbage for me? Yep, I see a few cans. Oh.
How about that?
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Can you guys see it?
Yep.
It's one of these
Doctor, can you see it?
Yes.
I can see.
product things. that I probably don't need to do.
So here are the 2 air purifiers that we're talking about today. The MA112, which is our
Air
largest.
purifiers. Do we need an air purifier?
That's our largest air purifier, covers the most square foot.
There you
The
go.
MA50 is our first unit that has UV light added to it.
Someone's mic's on. If everybody can mute.
Literally.
Is that okay?
Dr. Matthews, I think your mic's still on.
All right, good. So anyway, here's our 2 units. If you go to the, this was a quote I was talking about. The World Health Organization said that to effectively remove airborne particulate matter, HEPA filters with at least a rating of H13 above are needed. And we were the first company to have that. All of the big names that you know out there, the Honeywells, the Blue Airs, none of them, they were all using just true HEPA H11 filters, which nobody saw a pandemic coming. So I'm not a genius that I saw a pandemic coming, but it turned out to be so important because the H13 actually removes particles smaller than a COVID particle. And that's what really drove the tremendous sales. If you look at slide number 5, again, talks about the removal down to 99.9% down to 0.1 microns. And again, why it's important, a COVID particles 0.125, so it's larger. We're actually doing testing right now at a CDC approved laboratory with live COVID, live SARS particles on these units. So we have not marketed that as a fact. Just during the pandemic, we thought it wasn't a great idea to market. You know, if somebody got sick, there's liabilities and things. But now we're actually testing in a laboratory environment with live particles. So soon we'll be able to use those as you know, to help people who are looking for this technology. And that comes a lot with schools and B2B. I mean, that's where they're really looking, and they're looking for a difference. What can give them the feeling of comfort that they're putting something in that's actually going to help to work and to clear the air of any viruses, particles that you know, can spread by air. So if you look at the 3 filters, every one of our units has a pre-filter, has the Hepa H13 filter, and it has an active carbon filter. The active carbon filter helps with just odors in rooms. So musty smells, sometimes buildings have a musty or damp or mildew smell. They'll also get rid of just odors from food or cleaning. When people, you know, if the cleaning people are washing floors or doing anything, this will remove those smells from the air. So it really it serves kind of an extra purpose there, that you get the carbon filter, removes formaldehyde and other volatile organic compounds. These units are ozone free, also very important. They've all been tested and passed the California Air Resource Board. That's the CARB certification you see here. It's a very stringent thing. Every machine has to be tested, so there's no traceable amounts of ozone. Because years ago, a lot of air purifiers relied on ozone releasing ozone and ionizer particles into the air. So you won't have that here. Now these are ideal. These 2 units are ideal. You know, this slide says for bedrooms, guest rooms, living rooms, kitchens. Really, we're talking about, in your situations, classrooms, offices, you know, meeting rooms, everything from a room you're sitting in, doctor, to a large classroom. An MA112 can handle a very large classroom, 1,250 square feet every 15 minutes, 2,500 square feet every 30 minutes. I'll just go over some of the features here. And if anybody has any questions at all, they can either put them into the chat and we can answer them, or as when I finish up just going through these, you can feel free to ask questions. And then obviously you can all follow up with emails or things like that should you need it. So the MA50 is our first unit that combines our Hepa H13 with UV light, and you know, traps the same 99.9% of harmful particles, VOCs, smoke, pollen, pet dander, dust. But it also does that. It gives an extra boost to UV light. Is not great on dust and pollen and things like that, but it's extremely effective on bacteria and you know, virus particles. So the added UV light, this has been very popular. It has a coverage area of I just went to the wrong one. Sorry. Yeah. This has a coverage area of 550 square feet every 15 minutes and 1,100 square feet every 30 minutes. It has a 4-sided intake, and this is very unique. Instead of a round filter, this actually has 4-sided square filter we're trying to file a patent on it. It's very, very effective. And it gives this machine, which has a small footprint, a lot of power. And so it really works very, very well. And it's not a big machine when it's in your room. The dimensions are like I said, 24 inches high, 12 by 12. So it's not a big unit, a foot by a foot by 2 feet. It's nothing that's going to intrude on a room, but it does a tremendous job. Has the tempered glass touch panel on the top. So the nice thing about that is it's so easy to keep clean. It doesn't scratch. So it's tempered glass like your cell phone. So it won't scratch. You just wipe it off and it stays, looks great. You can have a child lock on it, so you can lock it so people can't be walking around pushing, touching buttons unless they know how to unlock it. 4 fan speeds, filter indicator light, which will tell you when it's time to change the filter. So it just counts the hours on the unit. And when it hits 2,500 hours or 3,000 hours on the MA112, the red light will come on. It'll tell you when your machine has run that many hours and it's time to switch them out. What we find is a lot of our school and business partners, some of them run them 24 hours a day just to keep the rooms constantly being clean. Others run it 12 hours a day. Say when somebody gets in the morning, and kind of the first one in the morning turns them on, and the last person who leaves turns them off. You can also have a timer. So if someone's leaving and you don't want to let it run all night, it's just filter life. So it's totally up to you how you do that. Like I said, many of our customers and most people in a home environment certainly leave them running 24 hours a day. They're lifetime warranted, so you don't have to worry about the motors burning out or anything. These are built to last. But if you are leaving and people have just been in the room and you want to set leaving for the day, you could just set the timer for 1 hour and let it clear out the room a couple times, and then it'll shut itself off. So the timer's very handy if that's something you'd like to do. The MA112, this is really our most popular unit with schools and corporate partners, and even hospitals are buying this. This provides tremendous area, 1,250 square foot every 15 minutes, 2,500 square feet every 30 minutes. It's a larger unit. It's 32 inches high, so it's just shy of 3 feet high, and 18 by 18, 19 by 19, say. So it's a larger unit. It has 2 huge filters on either side. Each one has over 1 pound of active carbon in it, almost 2 pounds on each side. Really does an amazing job with removing odors, amazing job of circulating a lot of air, out of a portable machine. It's really great for schools and government buildings. And it's been, as I said, this has been really our most popular unit for the school and government customer and even large businesses. Filters in this unit last 3,000 hours. Again, a light will come on the machine. It'll tell you when it's time to change them. And as Gary said before, he's just the manager in charge of the 112 on this, and Kelly's handling the 50. But you can speak to either one of them. If you can't get one, get the other. They can take your order for a mixture of both. Whatever your needs are. Really, you're gonna tell us what size areas you want to cover, and we're gonna tell you what fits best for you. We're not looking to oversell you on anything. We're looking to sell you what is the right product for your needs. And so, and then this is just these are
the groups of people. There's about 17 companies, I believe, Dr. Matthews, and we were the ones selected, but there were some other vendors selected as well. And so just the MA50 is in the 300 price point, the MA112 is in the 500 price point, and then there's some others that are in the over 1,000 price point.
And I will tell you, when you look and you compare units, I mean, our units head to head, dollar for dollar, will give you higher square foot coverage, usually superior filters, and they're just great quality made units. My wife and I started this company in 2018. I've been in this business for the last 10 years, and just from all the years, I'm an engineer by schooling, and I really researched the business deeply and knew it very intimately, and decided that, you know, going to a higher filtration level with H13 and then more modern looking units with more modern functions and putting things like the tempered glass top, just real little quality differences that have really resonated with the public. And as I say, we, I mean, just on Amazon Prime Day, we sold 44,000 units in 2 days. So it's just crazy how fast and big the company has gotten. We have a lot of inventory in stock, so it's not a problem right now. We're sitting on several 100,000 units in California because of July seems to be a time when a lot of schools and more government funding has come through. So we wanted to be ready for that and for the reopening of schools and government buildings in the fall. And also it's wildfire season on the West Coast, so that always has a huge spike in demand. So we are absolutely ready. I mean, you could order anything from, you know, 100 units to 10,000 units, and we can put them on the road this week. So volumes and time will not be a problem. As soon as you place your POs, we can get them on the road within a couple of days. So we're in a good position there. And that was something that happened a lot. Of people were having trouble getting inventory last year. We made sure that would not be an issue at all this year.
Yeah, and Jay, I'm just going to jump in real quick. And so the price that you're seeing there, that is your PACA price, and that's your discount and includes shipping. So you can see it right there at the bottom. So you're getting a really good deal on these.
Yeah, usually we would sell that for $600 at that and $400 for the MA50, and we sell those all day long, and we don't reduce. We don't put them, other than an occasional sale like a Prime Day for 1 day or something. Those prices are the same whether you look on Walmart, whether you look on Amazon, or whether you look on our website. You'll see that unit at $595 and $395. So for that price delivered, you guys are getting a really good price. We put that in, so that's that's how we won the bid. We want a long-term relationship with you, and as Doctor said at the beginning of this, we want you to be actively engaged with us and feel like you can reach out to us. We have tremendous customer service. Once you're a Medify customer, you're here for life with us. We want to get your filters on time, make sure that if anything ever happens to a unit, we replace it, no questions asked. We just don't have that as an issue. We build a very high quality product, and we're probably the only, or one of the only, I'm not aware of anyone else who has a lifetime warranty on an air purifier. So, that's how confident we are in our product.
Okay, hey, this is the PACA team here. A couple of questions, if you're ready to field them, or unless you want to wait till closer to the end.
No, go ahead. Questions are great.
I want to put one question out with regard to distribution and lead time. Wonderful price, but we have PACA partners who are represented all over the state, and we want to know what the turnaround time they can expect. If they put in an order today, can they get it today, or do they have to wait 3 weeks, or what is the general turnaround time? And then also one of our PACA partners wants to know how long can they purchase at this price? And I think those are the only questions that are on the table at this point.
Well, I can answer I believe this is a 1-year contract we have that can be extended at the end of the year. So we've put this pricing in place for a year. at least. And if you wanted to extend it at the end of the year, we'd be more than happy to do so.
And then Gary's right there. That's no problem. That this is your price and your organization's price for at least a year, and happy to extend that longer if you want to. As far as turnaround time and availability, as I said, if we get a PO today, it's just a matter of arranging for shipping and trucking, depending on the size. But you should have it within a week. So with less than a week from today. A majority of our units ship out of both California and Florida. So depending on the size of the order, depending on which warehouse has the quantity, if it was, even if it was 1,000 units, we could get them on trucks and have them to you by next week. So, it could be as soon as a few days and no longer than a week to get them to you.
Okay, another question. Did you guys talk about your return policy at all? What if they get the product and it's not exactly what they thought they, how does that rectify?
So we have a 30-day return policy for no questions asked. So they would have to decide over the first 30 days. If they get it, they're either gonna, if there's a reason they don't like it, they'll know right away. The units are very simple. You open the boxes, take them out, take the plastic off the filters, plug them in, and they work. Very simple to use and install. If they were decided that they wanted to send them back, it would have to be done within 30 days. Otherwise, then they're outside that period. But I'll be honest, Doctor, we haven't had a single large order come back to us. And I would encourage anybody who's not positive if this is the right size for them, just to get in touch with Kelly or Gary, and we could get a sample unit sent out to you, literally same day by UPS. You get it in 2 or 3 days. They could open it up, try it out, see how it is, and decide, yeah, this is the one we want, and then order. If you're going to place a large order and you have any concern for that, just get in touch with us and we'll get a unit shipped right out to you so you can, just kick the tires.
Okay. Now, PACA partners, we're glad you're here. So if you have any questions, just fire them away. Either you can chime in verbally, or we're watching the chat room so we can get all of your questions fielded for today. And know that this is being recorded. So if you need to get a copy of this recording, later on, you can do that. And also, we do have copies of the points if you'd like those. So you can just send a request to our office here at Jefferson County, and we'll be glad to fulfill your request. We do have another question. Is the unit noise? How much noise do they make?
Noisy is different to every person. So the max noise on the MA50 is 56 decibels, and that's on turbo. The max of the MA112 is 70, although it seems quieter just for whatever reason, the motor flow and the way it is. Now, I've had different, it's funny because I've had different scenarios. Some clients were concerned about noise, so they would buy a slightly larger unit. Say if you wanted to do a 112 and put it in an area that necessarily wasn't 1,250 square feet. If it was 900 square feet, 800, even 500 square feet, you could run it on speed 2 or 3, which are almost whisper quiet, and cover that same area. If you're running it on turbo high, the absolute highest, you will hear the fan. I've had some school administrators say to me, no, I want to hear the fan noise. I want my students and my teachers to hear the unit working, because it's important for them to know that it's on and working. Because sometimes if you walk by a unit, it's on absolutely the lowest fan speed. It's really whisper quiet, silent. You don't even, you really don't know, is it moving air? Is it doing anything? This is taking a lot of stuff out of air that you don't see. It will remove dust and things that you would see floating by, like if the light's shining in a window and you have a lot of dust in a room, you could see it in the air. It's going to take that stuff out very quickly. But then what it's really doing is taking out the microscopic particles and the airborne germs and things that people get just from talking or being in close contact that you don't see. So we have a lot of people who want to hear some fan noise there, but neither unit is going to be so loud that it'd be disruptive to you having a meeting in a room, or you teaching a class in a room, or being in an office environment. Definitely not. That's not something that's come up. Again, we'll sell over 1 million units this year, and we just don't. We haven't had a single large order come from any school or government that has returned them because they didn't like the units or returned them for noise.
Okay. Are there any more questions? Any comments? Like any comments that any of the PACA members can make at this time?
And I just had one. I believe this is being recorded. Will this link be sent out after to anyone that wasn't available at the time being?
Well, we're making everything available by request.
Okay.
If anyone would like to have it, they certainly will. And we'll feel our way through, and with regard to how we'll make it available, PACA.
Okay, that'd be great.
Jefferson County Departments.
Yeah, and if anybody would like the PowerPoint, I can send it back to you, and they can request that from me, because it's got our contact information in it. It has other things that they can browse through in case they didn't get it all.
It has all the specifications on it too there. So if they have any questions about the size, the noise, all the fan speeds, it's on there. So that'll we'll send that back to you today.
Okay. All right. Well, we want to thank you guys for a wonderful presentation. We hope that it has been beneficial in some shape, form, or fashion to all of those who are in attendance today. I do want to take an opportunity to allow and introduce our PACA team here, Ms. Regina Mitchell and Ms. Wanda Harwell. Many of you have traded a lot of emails with them, and they are a big part of what we do here at Jefferson County on the PACA side of things. So I want to give them an opportunity to say hey, and give you guys an opportunity to put a face with the name.
I'm Regina Mitchell.
And I'm Wanda Harwell.
All right, so
Nice to meet you, ladies.
You too.
So we want to thank everyone for tuning in. We want to be considerate of everyone's time. We did allow an hour for this, but it appears that we've been very efficient today. And I know everyone has a lot of work on their tables or on their desks to do. So we're going to go ahead and end this particular presentation. We hope to see you on future presentations. And if you have any comments or feedback, we're certainly open to hearing that also, because we want to make this something that's beneficial for you. We really, really appreciate all the PACA partners, and we appreciate you being a part of what I believe is a wonderful team. And I believe that Medify is going to be an instrumental part in helping you save money as you try to do more with less, which we've all been called to do. So unless there's nothing else, I want to wish you all Godspeed and look forward to seeing you guys next time.
Thank you so much, Doctor, and we look forward to working with all of the PACA members.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes,
All right,
thank you.
guys, take care, okay?
Okay,
Bye now.
thank you. Bye-bye.